Bring your hands to your heart and just bow to yourself, saying namaste. And then stand in Tadasana. When you stand to attention Tadasana, your hands will be facing forwards a little bit so that the arms are engaged, the feet are engaged. Look at your toes and spread your toes. Shoulders back and down. And just start feeling your feet on the floor. Feel your ankles, calf muscles, your knees, your thighs, hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, the back of your neck, your belly and your chest, the whole of your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands. And put attention onto your face, the space between your eyebrows, space between your ears and your eyes, your temples, space around your jaw, space between your lips, and space between your upper eyelid and lower eyelid. And space inside your nose and inside your mouth. And now scan your whole body. See if you can be aware of your whole body simultaneously. Put an intention for your practice today. Open your eyes and bring your arms around and up. Stretching up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Good. And I want you to feel your nostrils and feel which one you are breathing more freely from. So just bring your finger to one nostril and then to the other. And feel which one you're feeling more liberated. In my case, it's my left nostril. So we're going to start moving the side that is more difficult to breathe from. So if my left nostril is freer, I'm going to start on my right nostril. And I want you to start moving the foot. So we are not all going to be going the same way. Just rock onto your ball of the foot and flex your toes as well. Lift the foot and make circles. And moving the whole of the leg with the knee. If you need to hold on to something for balance, please do it. And make it quite free. And move the hip. Obviously, moving one hip only is more difficult, so move the whole of the hip. And start moving your arm on that side, just making it go around, moving it free. That's it. Moving the upper chest a little bit, and the fingers, and making your flamenco hands. Lovely. And relax the arm. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel your active side, which is the one that you were breathing more freely from, and the inactive side. And try your nostrils again. It might have happened that now your nostrils are equal. It might have. If it hasn't, don't worry about it. We're going to do it on the dominant side. So start rocking your ball of the foot on the floor and your toes. and your knee, and the hip, and in the other direction, and the hip, the whole of your hip, and your arm. Let it be really fluid. Good. And stop for a moment. And feel your breath on both sides. Check it out. Good. So sometimes this is all we need. We need to start getting the energy flowing in order to get our our highest potential. And start coming onto your toes with both legs, coming up and down. And if you want, you can start bringing your arms up as well. Lift your toes as you do it. Arms up and down. Stretch up and down. And we're going to bring it up. Stay on the balls of your feet and come down halfway. Bring it up and release. Inhale. Up and come down halfway. Bring it up and release. If you can come a little bit lower, please do. Last one. Bring it up and halfway. Stay there. Stay in this wheelchair pose with your heels off the floor. Your legs are flexed, your hips are flexed. And then we're going to release the heels and relax down towards the floor. And walk your legs. If you need to grab a block to hold yourselves onto, you can do that. Just let your hips make like a figure of 8 and change the direction. Lovely. And now if you're using a block, bring it further forwards and try to keep your hips where they are and extend your arms. If you don't have a block, you can do it as well with your fingertips. So the upper body is a little bit like a down dog, but the legs are vertical. And bring your hands back towards your feet and roll up into standing. Lovely. So now we're going to bring our index finger, middle finger, and thumb around our big toes. The idea is that your hips are we're going to start with the knees bent, and then we're going to start straightening the legs, bringing the hips towards the sky. But if you can't straighten your legs completely, don't worry. For pregnancy, you will hold onto a chair or a sofa if you have it handy. So index finger, middle finger, and thumb around your big toes. Relax your head, relax your upper body. Your knees are bent for now. And your elbows are bent. And then beat by beat by beat, you start straightening your legs and pressing your toes against your index finger, middle finger onto the floor. Keep pressing the toes and straightening the legs. And see where you feel it. You might feel it on your lower back. You might feel it on your hamstrings, maybe on your calf muscles as well. We have 30 more seconds in here. If you have your legs straight, you bend your elbows and you pull against your big toes to bring your chest even further in towards your legs. One more breath in here. Well, actually 2 breaths. And the 30 seconds are done. Lift your chest, bring your fingertips in front of you, shake your legs a little bit. Bring your right hand in the middle, left arm up, twist. That's it, very good. And change sides. And release, bend your knees and come all the way up into standing. Good. Bring your hands behind your lower back. And we're going to have, I like to support my back with the heels of my hands on my waist and the fingers down. So we're going to do this 3 times. We're going to expand shoulders, elbows towards each other, and pressing the buttocks. We're going to open up and look up towards the sky. And then bring it back to center. So we're doing a back extension, but trying to extend the upper back rather than the lower back. The lower back, we have it fixed with the hands. Soften your knees, inhale, bring it up, and out. Your arms will be working, and bring it back to center. Lovely, one more time. See what's right for you, so don't go too far. Inhale. Push your hands down and open your chest. And inhale. Come all the way back to center. Release your hands. Sway your arms side to side. And next we're going to do a wrist extension. When you had your hand here, your wrist was flexing quite a lot. Now we're going to stretch it by bringing the whole of the foot on top of the hand. So the hand will come all the way underneath the foot and your toes will come to the crease of your hand. So not to the middle of the hand, toes come all the way to the crease of your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And bring the whole of your foot on top of your hands. Release your head. Breathe deeply. And then we're going to do exactly the same as when we were holding the big toes. Try to straighten the knees, sending the sitting bones towards the sky. And if we have our knees straight, we can bend the elbows to bring the chest closer towards the legs. This is a strong stretch for your calf muscles because your toes are up. And at the same time, by bringing pressure onto your hands, you're strengthening the bones in your hands. So it's a double benefit in here. And release your hands. Roll all the way up into standing. And feel tall. We're going to do 3 back bends, but with back extensions, with the arms overhead. Try to achieve the same as we were doing when we were holding on the lower back. So our intention is to go upwards rather than backwards. Inhale, expand, and exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, expand, exhale, release. Last one, inhale. And exhale. If you're not at the front of your mats, come at the front of your mats and bow your body forwards. Inhale, hands into your shins. Exhale, bring your right leg back. Push your right leg away. Feel the stretch on your hip flexors and your thighs. And release the back knee onto the floor. Bring your left forearm onto your left knee. And inhale. Bring your arm around for 1. And for 2. And for 3. So your chest is forwards towards your leg, giving more of a stretch on your hip flexor. Release the right hand onto the floor. Bring the left arm up, twist towards your bent knee. And release. Bring the leg back into a hanging cobra. So we are hanging in here, letting the belly open up. Try to bring your shoulders back. Breathe deeply. And push your upper back, middle back, lower back, and come into a child's pose. Inhale, lift your head and bring your right arm underneath your left. Needle and thread. Stretching your shoulders and change sides. And bring yourselves back to center, middle finger pointing forward. Stack your toes under. Come up into your downward facing dog. Walk your dog. And inhale, bring your right leg up. Bend your right knee. Look underneath your armpit. Stretching your hip flexors, stretching the whole of your ribs. And inhale, look towards your hands. Bring the right foot between your hands. And release the back knee, open the chest. Breathe deeply. Lovely. And bring the back foot forwards. Hands onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg now, coming into the low lunge. Push your back knee away, your back heel away. And bring the knee onto the ground. Bring the forearm of your right arm, knee, and let that arm reach and come around for 1, and for 2, and for 3, and bring your left hand on the floor, right arm comes up. Lovely. And release. Bring the leg back. Have your hands firmly on the floor. Bring your chest, your hips forward. So this is safe during pregnancy as well. If you feel strong, you can lift your knees as well. And this is your upward facing dog. Knees down is hanging cobra. Then push the hands onto the floor. Arch your middle back. Your lower back, toes together, knees apart, child's pose. Breathe deeply. Inhale, lift your head and bring one arm underneath the other. Doesn't matter which way you go. Needle and thread. And bring it back to center, change sides. And back to center. Tuck your toes under. Bring your hips up. Downward facing dog. Walk the dog if you need to release anything. And bring the left leg up. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Feel that stretch on your hip flexor, on the side of the body. Keep pushing the hands on the floor and the heel towards the ground. Bring your chest back to center, bring your hip back to center, and left foot comes between your hands. Open the chest, lower the hip. Breathe. And bring the back foot forwards. Flat back. Exhale, fall forwards. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Release. Good. Release your arms, release your legs. We finish where we started on our Tadasana. Spread your toes, shoulders back and down. Check your nostrils. Close your eyes for a moment. And it's time for our final relaxation. So we'll give it up to you. If you wanted to stay standing, if you feel that standing is your place, you can stay standing. It's going to be 5 minutes, so you choose what you do. If you want to sit down, you sit down. If you want to lie down, you lie down. So wherever you are, for the next minute, we're going to just witness our breath. And a minute has passed. I'm going to change my position, coming into sitting. You can follow that or stay standing. And we're going to breathe again for another minute, starting now. And try to see if you can make your inhale and your exhale even. So if you're inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, for a count of 5, try to make it even. And another minute has passed. We'll have 2 more minutes of our final meditation. If you want to stay seated, you stay seated. If you want to come to lying down, you stay to lying down. If you want to stay standing, it is also your choice. 2 more minutes, trying to observe our breath. And if thoughts come into your mind, let them pass by like clouds in the sky. Send your attention to any areas of tension and let them go. And if you're going to take a longer Shavasana, you can stay lying on the floor. If you're going to do the Oms and Shantis with me, wiggle your toes and your fingers. And come into sitting. If you're standing, you can sit down for your Oms. If you want to. And inhale to begin, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster, generating prana between your hands, and place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands to your chest and bow your head. Namaste. Give yourselves a clap. Well done.